Arrae's MB-1 claims to burn fat and curb cravings with what they call natural faux Ozempic. First of all, what even is faux Ozempic? Oh, you mean not Ozempic? That's like calling a Honda Civic a faux Ferrari. Let's take a look at what real customers are saying on Trustpilot. The brand has a 2.3 star rating, officially marked as poor. Well, we're off to a good start. A quick scroll shows that most reviews are 1 star. Over on Thing Testing, it's not much better. Only 38% of reviewers would actually recommend it to a friend. And once again, we're seeing a flood of 1-star reviews. But let's get to the real question. Do the ingredients actually do anything? Let's break it down. Vitamin B6 has been loosely studied in relation to weight loss, specifically in women, but the overall evidence is still too weak. One small clinical trial found that taking 80 milligrams of B6 daily for 8 weeks led to a slight reduction in fat mass. But here's the catch. Arrae's MB-1 only contains 5 milligrams, a tiny fraction of what was used in the study. That's nowhere near enough to have any real effect. Chromium is often marketed as a blood sugar regulator, but does it actually help with weight loss? For people with diabetes, chromium may slightly lower blood sugar levels, or HbA1c, by about 0.6% and lead to a modest weight loss of around half a kilo to a kilo over 12 to 16 weeks. But, and this is important, those benefits are mostly seen in people with insulin resistance, like those with diabetes or PCOS. If you don't have those conditions, research shows chromium does not do much for weight loss at all. What about cravings? Many brands claim that chromium is clinically studied for reducing cravings, but here's the reality. No clinical studies have actually tested that claim in healthy people. The closest research we have looked at chromium in individuals with binge eating disorder, a condition characterized by intense cravings and compulsive overeating. And guess what? The study found that chromium had zero effect on binge eating frequency, body weight, or mood. So the claim that chromium is proven to help with cravings? Completely false. Not only are there no studies on cravings in healthy people, but even in those with binge eating disorder, chromium didn't make a difference. Green tea extract is often praised for its fat-burning potential, thanks to the compounds called catechins, especially EGCG. But here's the thing, for any noticeable effect, you need a lot of it. A meta-analysis of 25 trials found that people who took green tea with caffeine lost an average of 1.8 kilograms. Sounds promising, right? Well, that effect was only seen in those taking 500 to 800 milligrams of EGCG per day. Doses lower than this don't appear to have significant weight or fat loss effects. African mango extract, specifically one called IGOB-131, has been tested in a few small clinical trials for weight management. Some studies suggest that taking IGOB-131 before meals might lead to weight loss compared to a placebo. But here's the catch. Most of these studies were poorly designed and they were all conducted by the same researcher, which raises some serious red flags about bias. Independent studies not conducted by this particular researcher found that IGOB-131 doesn't significantly reduce body weight or fat mass. Cissus quadrangularis extract, specifically one called CQR300, has been tested in a few small clinical trials for obesity. A meta-analysis suggests that taking CQR300 before meals might slightly lower body weight compared to a placebo. One study found that taking CQR300 for 8 weeks led to a modest 13% reduction in body fat compared to zero change in the placebo group. Grains of paradise, a spice from the ginger family, is rumored to aid in weight loss, but research shows it likely has no effect. One small study with only 19 participants looked at its impact on metabolism and fat loss. The results found that people taking the extract saw a small reduction in visceral fat, but no changes in subcutaneous fat, body fat percentage, or total weight loss. In fact, the placebo group lost more weight overall, though the difference wasn't statistically significant. To make matters worse, other research confirms that grains of paradise likely has little to no real effect on weight or fat loss. Certain probiotic strains of Bifidobacterium lactis have been studied for obesity, with the most promising being CECT8145, which showed slight BMI reductions after 3 months. But here's the problem. Arrae MB-1 contains a different strain, Bifidobacterium lactis B420, and clinical research on this strain shows that taking it for 6 months had zero effect on body fat or weight compared to a placebo. Overall, Arrae MB-1 is unlikely to be very effective for weight or fat loss, and even if you did notice anything, this supplement is unlikely to make a meaningful difference. While it contains B6 and chromium, these ingredients don't seem to have a significant impact on weight loss unless someone has a serious metabolic condition, and even then, the effect is minimal. Green tea and Cissus quadrangularis might help slightly, but only when taken in high doses, often in the hundreds of milligrams with specialized extracts. Since Arrae MB-1 doesn't disclose exact dosages, it's impossible to know if these ingredients are included in effective amounts. Other ingredients like African mango seed, grains of paradise, and Bifidobacterium lactis have been studied far less and haven't reliably shown any weight loss benefits. Arrae MB-1 costs around $60 per month. If I were looking to replicate its potential effects, I'd combine vitamin B6 and EGCG-rich green tea extract and Cissus quadrangularis extract. Vitamin B6 costs around $2 a month. EGCG is around $3 to $5, and Cissus quadrangularis runs about $4 to $6. That brings a total to just $9 to $13 per month. Far cheaper, with more transparency about what you're actually getting. Rating Arrae MB-1 by effectiveness for weight loss, I'm giving it a C. Some of its ingredients might have minor weight loss benefits, but since the exact doses aren't disclosed, there's no way to know if they're included in amounts that actually work. Rating by cost, I'm giving it a D. You could easily recreate the formula using individual ingredients for a fraction of the price. Rating for safety, I'm giving it a C. While green tea extract is generally safe, high doses have been linked to liver issues in rare cases. Since they don't disclose how much green tea extract it contains, there's no way to know if the amount is within a safe range. Overall rating, I'm giving a D. I would not recommend it at all. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Yeung. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a like. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date, and share this video with someone you know who can use the info.